Hello, everyone. Welcome to Money Talks, Grade 4 Financial Literacy with our stars, Chris Meaden, who's come to us from Junior Achievement of Southern Alberta. My name is Cheryl Babin. I'm a designer of professional learning at the Calgary Regional Consortium. And I'm very grateful that you will be tuning into this webinar. I hope you'll find lots of useful ideas and tips and that you'll take good advantage of the access to resources that you will receive today. So thank you, Chris, for being with us. I will pass it over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Cheryl. Not sure about a star, but I'm sure happy to be here today. My name is Chris Meaden, and I am proud, very proud to be a longtime educator. Recently, especially with the Calgary Board of Education, and now representing Junior Achievement of Southern Alberta as their Director of Teacher Development. My goal today is to share a little bit of information about our organization and our programs, especially those in financial literacy. I look forward as well to your feedback about how we can support your work in accomplishing the related outcomes in the new curriculum. So I live in Calgary. The sun is shining. I know the crocuses are peeking out on Nose Hill. And so as I begin today, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the peoples of the Treaty 7 region in Southern Alberta, which includes the Blackfoot First Nations tribes of Siksika, the Piikani, the Kainai, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations tribes of Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley, and the Tsuut'ina First Nation. The city of Calgary is also homeland to the historic Northwest Métis and to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. So Junior Achievement of Southern Alberta is very, very proud to be part of JA Worldwide. And JA Worldwide is a non-governmental organization that's been in existence for over 100 years, and that includes about 120 local chapters. As an organization, JA continues to build and grow opportunities to help our students gain knowledge in 3 areas: financial literacy, career readiness, and entrepreneurship training. Through the opportunities provided, it's been exciting to see evidence of student growth, not only in terms of their financial literacy, but also their financial capability and even financial capacity. You'll see the term financial capacity more and more in literature. That motivation and knowledge that individuals have to engage with and use financial information to make sound decisions. Some of our volunteers and our professionals have even found the information useful in their own financial planning, linking to what the literature also calls financial health. So I'm just wondering, as you listen to this today, if you have at all any experience with Junior Achievement, you might have encountered us as a student yourself, perhaps a volunteer, maybe your spouse was a volunteer for us, perhaps you were part of the company program, or maybe you were part of economics for staying in school, or maybe as a teacher, you have used our programs before. So as you think about our presentation today, think about what might be most applicable to you in terms of next steps. So Junior Achievement of Southern Alberta, as I said, is a regional office of JA Worldwide, and it's one of the largest in Canada. We work with our other regions, including Junior Achievement of Northern Alberta and Northwest Territories, to consider also our provincial needs and develop new materials based on what is also happening locally. In this case, our new provincial curricula. Because of our reputation and our ability to respond, JA Southern Alberta is proud to report a substantial increase in our reach. As of December this year, almost 30,000 students have accessed our programs in Alberta. Throughout the world as well, JA has huge support from the community. We appreciate our volunteers and the funds that help us provide our programs free of charge. So please do keep that in mind today. There is no cost for the programs. Here are some of our local funders. You'll find information about our many JA programs on our website or through the link or QR code provided. So what you'll see here on this slide is a link not only, oh shoot, I wasn't thinking this was going to happen. All right. If you follow this link, you will see a link not only to our program summary, but you will also see some information on the tasks that we're going to be highlighting from one of our programs today. Our goal is to help you consider your work related to financial literacy. We know that you make important decisions every day about the resources that you choose as you consider the learning profiles of the students in your class, your lesson pacing, your assessment, and the myriad of things that you do every day. We provided also a visual journal link as well in this presentation for you, or graphic organizer, to help you as you reflect today. As educators, we recognize journaling as an important tool for both us and our students. Like many of our learning processes, it's been adopted by others. Bullet journals, or bujos, developed by writer Carol are also used by many entrepreneurs as a combination to-do list, goal tracker, diary of questions, observations, both job-related and personal. The design, of course, of any visual journal or bujo is unique to the individual and may include things to read, write, edit, watch, blog, quote, or hear. And let's see if this. No, I'm still, for some reason, Cheryl, I've still got that other thing on, so we'll just make sure that the links are there. Sorry about that.
If you want to, you can unshare and then just use your whole desktop, and it will show that if you prefer.
I think it's fine. I think folks can find it and it's there for their use if they want it. So we'll
Thank you.
Yeah.
Love that you've included vision. To consolidate and do something with the information is really of benefit to teachers in practice. So thank you.
So in terms of Alberta Education's new K-6 curricula, a scope and sequence of financial literacy outcomes are now identified in our physical education and wellness curriculum. Students will learn in age-appropriate ways that money has value and allows them to purchase the things they need and want. Students will continue to work with money concepts in math, as always, to support the financial literacy skills learned in physical education and wellness. Alberta Education has specifically identified financial literacy as one of the practical skills, along with computer science, public speaking, and consent. So you'll recognize that's, of course, an Alberta Education spiral talking about organizing ideas in the new K-6 curriculum. So Alberta Education has identified learning outcomes for financial literacy K-6 under this broad organizing idea. And you will see this organizing idea for financial literacy in all 7 of the K-6 curriculum. And so all of them contribute to informed financial decision-making, contributes to the well-being of individuals, groups, and communities. In grade 4, the grade 4 learning outcome is linked to the big organizing idea, and it is to be reported on and assessed in grade 4. The learning outcome is students examine factors that influence spending. While not specifically reported on, these knowledge, skills, understandings, and procedures will help to provide, or procedures or processes will help to provide a context for the learning outcome. In grade 4, students gain knowledge about money, including currencies, credit cards, debit cards, e-transfers, and prepaid cards. They also gain knowledge about banking practices, including bank deposits, bank accounts, withdrawals, service fees, interest, e-transfers, online banking. By understanding the role of these practices and using their skills to describe and apply them, linking once again financial decision-making to their own well-being. Our sample tasks today related to the grade 4 learning outcome, factors that influence spending, do come from our More Than Money program. This program is currently being revised and is being used by a number of our grade 4 teachers in Southern Alberta. It includes tasks related to banking, spending, saving, and decision-making. There are teacher facilitator documents and student workbook documents available. In the past, we've used a lot of workbooks, but most items have now been transformed or transitioned to electronic versions on our website, and we will continue to work on that. The program includes a discussion of how money moves back and forth between businesses, people, and banks, helping students to identify the banks in their neighborhood and other related financial institutions, credit unions, and investment services as an example. There are presenting tips in the facilitator teacher guide to guide the discussion as well. There are also flashcards available for vocabulary development, things like earn, income, financial institution, deposit, withdrawal, interest, savings accounts, etc., depending on your processes for key vocabulary, such as a word wall. Students may also have questions about accessing money from their bank account, and there's information on the differences between things, for example, like credit cards, debit cards, prepaid cards, and Apple Google Pay, as well as penalties, costs associated with such items as appropriate. The program also offers activities for students to investigate the role of money in their own lives, how it is that they earn, spend, and save. To support the discussion, we introduce some money characters. There are 3 characters, for example, pictured in this student document. Ernie the earner, who introduces the idea that money must be earned and wisely saved and spent. Super saver, who's always looking for ways to save money. And Sir Spend a Lot, who would like to plant a money garden. Other characters might also be considered by students. They might dig into some of the other characters that are introduced. For example, show how might that change? Who might that character be? And what perspective might they have? Plan man, super saver, or idea. Students might also decide to create some of their own characters when they think of the hows and the whys people spend money. Quite often we've had a rich discussion, for example, what would it be like if money could be grown in a garden? And then discussions about, unfortunately, money can't be grown in garden, but it's always interesting to think about the what ifs. Leading to a discussion then about costs and different activities. What, for example, do students think these activities, going to a water park, a movie, a festival, a miniature golf course, a sporting event, have in common? Sample answers, of course, they're fun. They're a great way to spend time with family and friends. They all require money to do. What other activities would students add that perhaps they like to do that cost money? And then quite often we move into the personal. What is something that students have spent money on recently? Where did they get the money that they needed to do that task or to spend it? Perhaps allowance, gifts, or jobs. What would they like to save for? and where will they get money in the future. And many of our programs are actually set up as programs that can be worked on individually or independently as well. And so we've got videos such as this. Oh, gosh, Cheryl, I had checked all these, so I'm not sure, but.
Would you like me to try and share it?
Yeah,
And
let's try that.
look a little bit better.
Yeah.
Okay. Just give us 1 minute. I'm going to steal the share powers.
Perfect.
I think we're on 22. Is that right?
Yep, that's it. Yeah.
And there's the video.
When you have money, what do you do with it? You can put it in your wallet or in the bank. Many people use a bank account. You want to put your money somewhere where it will be safe. It's important to know how much money you have in your account. Using a money tracker is one way to know how much money is going into or coming out of your account. Let's say you start off with $250. This goes in the column that says balance. This column tells you how much money is in your account. If you make money, you want to save it. This is called a deposit, to put money into an account. This goes in the column that says deposit. Write down the date in the first column. Let's say you make some money doing chores. Jot down the description in the second column. Write down the amount. Add the amount to your balance. Record the new balance.
And Cheryl, I think
If you're
that's
spending
good.
money,
we can stop it. That gives people a sense. And I think I'll just get you to keep sharing your screen.
Okay, I'm just
Okay.
going to tighten this up a little bit and
Yeah.
okay, ready for the next slide?
Yeah. So in your package or in your links on the program description page, there are examples of this task, which is the task that you've seen in the video. And so the students can work through the video and then work through their own money tracker. Next slide, Cheryl. So again, today's sample tasks come from JA's More Than Money program. In this program, there's also opportunities to support and extend learning. Many of the worksheet tasks that are in the program, for example, are more directed and offer less choice and more guidance. The bingo game that's in your package has also been used in the past and is played like a traditional bingo game. For example, the teacher would call out something like using your money, deposit $5 for pulling weeds. And then the students could return back to their money tracker and put $5 into their money tracker to show that they had made money. And so even though they started with $250 and they're spending some, they can also add more through the bingo game. Might also be an opportunity to return to the vocabulary flashcards that are available in the package as well. And there are, again, those are available and we'll continue to add to those too. And next slide, Cheryl. In More Than Money, if you would like to consider this possibility as well, students also have the opportunity to earn JA dollars during the classroom discussion. Perhaps as you go through this, they earn JA dollars for answering questions or for completing their money tracker or for winning bingo, whatever. And then in the past, some of our volunteers have actually opened up with the teachers' knowledge and support, a little bit of a school store so that students can use then their JA dollars to purchase items that vary in cost. And in the past, we've supplied very simple things like stars, pens, bookmarks, origami, those sorts of things that help students make decisions about how they will spend their money and determine what influences their spending. The More the Money store is still in the pilot phase. However, it's been tried in many classrooms. And I would say in the future, we're also looking at ways to not only consider purchases as we have this discussion, but also ideas such as philanthropy. So maybe you're saving money to give to your favorite charity. So that's some of the tasks that are available in our More Than Money program. Next slide, Cheryl. I would also like to, at this time, highlight another program for JA, and that is our RoboGarden program. So because Computer Science 2 is identified as a practical skill in the new Alberta curriculum, Junior Achievement has partnered with the Calgary developers of RoboGarden to offer this platform to our Calgary and area teachers and students as well. K-6 teachers can apply again through our JA website to also access this program for next year. And the focus of RoboGarden is on computational thinking, including decomposing, pattern recognition, abstraction, and algorithms. It's gamified and self-directed as well. It also includes a learning management system for teachers. So if you just take a look quick at the next slide, you will see a picture of one of the block coding tasks that's part of this program as well. Next slide, Cheryl.
I think that this will be super helpful for teachers.
Okay, great. So what's next for JA? So we don't exist without you and without the wonderful students that you work with. So our mandate is really to support you as teachers. In the past, we've been able to also organize volunteers for a number of classrooms. However, we know that while parents are the primary teacher, you are the professional, the expertise that works with students throughout the year and can reinforce the skills again and again. So your role is critical. Any feedback that you can give us to improve the clarity of our alignment with the new curriculum would be great. We'd like to continue to evolve to more online and less paper resources and to advance the learning management system for you. We'd also like to capitalize on our visibility and reach within the business community to bring those folks into your classrooms as much as possible as well. Next slide. And we'll click again. So again, this work is definitely because of you. I would continue to encourage you to access our financial experts, either through JA or your own community. As an educator, I'm always reminded, though, again, that it's your knowledge and expertise that brings learning to life. So if you want to just click on the video, Cheryl, it's on her face.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. If you just click the picture.
It's coming, it's coming.
It's just fighting us today.
I think that the way that the resources you've shared so far really touch on so specifically to the learner outcomes for grade 4 and the level of sort of the concepts and the ideas of what they would have they would encounter in their personal lives is really relevant. So thank you for sharing those resources. Let's just try this one more time.
Because of you, I am more prepared for life after school.
I am more likely to graduate from high school.
Learn a trade.
Get a college degree.
An advanced degree. Create a budget.
Stick with a budget.
Because of you, I know how to open a bank account.
Manage my money.
Manage your money.
That was great. Run a business.
Start my own business.
I'll be more likely to give back to my community.
And help others give back to theirs.
Because of you, I'm more likely to get a good job.
An important job.
Where I can make a difference.
Make a change.
Change the world.
Change the world.
Change the world.
Because of you.
Thanks, Cheryl. So I know that you have very, very busy lives, and I invite you to connect with me. I've got my information on the following slide, but I've just put this slide in again to remind you that we have several programs that are available through our Junior Achievement of Southern Alberta website. And again, the link on this page will take you to a QR code for those programs, as well as a summary of, it really will, as well as a summary of some of the tasks that we talked about today. So last slide, Cheryl. So again, this is me. I would love to have a conversation and wish you all the best in the implementation of the new curriculum. If you would like any help or further resources regarding financial literacy or entrepreneurship, Junior Achievement is here to help. Thank you very much for your time today. Take care. Bye.
Thank you so much, Chris. Really appreciate your expertise and the resources that will make this part of the curriculum more accessible and easier for teachers to plan and implement. Have a great job today. Thank you.
Thanks.